All, welcome to TechFest Java. In this video, we are going to discuss about how we can do the logging of the project. Logging is very important for the debugging purpose and tracing the any error, and also it is very important to print the any important information which is basically useful to trace the bugs and exception logging. So basically Springboot is using log4j for doing that, and there are multiple properties, inbuilt properties provided to set up the logging variables and other logging features. So let's just start. I have taken a same project which we have taken in the previous videos. Created one service controller where we have created one get service which is doing nothing, just returning a get message, the string formatted message, and there is a one application.properties where we have defined two properties. One is basically defining that on which port that service will run, and another will defining that what will be the application name for the service. So let's run this and let's see that what all logs will be printed in console. Okay, so as we can see that that is the enough logs will be printed and on console, right? So it is printed that on which port it is running, and system started message, service started message which also came. This is not very huge amount of logs which is printed while doing service running, right? So let's see that how we can make a changes to get a more logs on that. Okay. So as we can see that there is a first properties showing that debug. Debug is basically providing the in which mode the logs should be printed. Okay, so if we will make this debug property as true, and now we are trying to run this service again, let's see that how much log it will be printed. Okay, now you can see that the difference, right? How much log is printed now. So by default their information is the mode is basically info by default. So if we set up debug as true, now all the logs which will be used as in debug mode, all the logs will be printed over here. Okay, with the info one as well. As we can see that this is the info one which it was printed, and other logs are for the debug one. So you can easily see here what all logs are in debug mode and what all logs are in info mode. Yeah, you can see that this one is the info, this one is the info, this one is the info, and these are the debug mode logs, which when we have enabled the debug mode logs, those logs will be printed. Now let's try to play with few more things, because these logs are printing in console, right? There is no separate log files will be generating to print those logs, right? So how can we print those logs in a file? So for that, what I'm trying to do, let's see that what all properties it is providing. It is providing as logo.file path. So let's see which folder I can take it. Suppose I'm taking it here. Okay, I'm going to use this path, and here I am saying, okay, try to print the logs, login logs folder, and also I'm going to define the file name. Okay. So file name we have to define with the full path. So I'm just saying demo logs.log. So this is the file name I have given. First let's just restart the system, restart the service again, and see that what it will be printed or not. So first I'm just showing you that if I'm trying to get the logs folder, I won't get it, right? So now just try to run this service again. Okay, now service is running. Now try to access that folder again. See, you can see that now the logs folder is being created, and demo app logs, the file name which we have given, the file name is also created. This is a 53 KB file. So let's just open this file and see that all things are printed here. Okay, now you can see that all the logs which are printing in console, now it is going to file as well, right? All these logs. So this way we can define the file, log files which will be printing. And apart from this, it is providing more properties also which we can define related to logs. So just try to, yeah, these are the log file related thing. We can define the group as well, we can define the log level. So suppose that I have defined the log dot pattern dot label info, and try to stop it, and or I would define this one as debug and then run it again. Okay, my session is started. Let's go again. Refresh this file. Now the file size gets increased. Now the new logs get appended to the same file. So yeah, here we can see that again it will be printed the service logs. Okay, now if I go to here and try to print something, and let's see that it will coming or not. Most probably we need to define few more properties to get the log printed. These are the default log which will be printing into a file. So let's just try to log file, yeah, self j log factory I'm going to use dot logger. I'm going to define this as this. Okay, now I am taking this one as static final so that can change. Now I am going to define some logs. Debug debug, so that easily we can identify this will be printing into a log files or not. Similarly, I'm just copying it, and this one I'm taking as info, and here I am just writing as info. Okay, that's it. Take these two and try to stop this service again and do one more thing. I'm just trying to delete this file. Okay, now try to run this service again. Okay, as you can see that on console it will be printed. Yeah, so on console this could be printed. You see that it will be goes to the file or not. A new file is created with 4 KB and okay. I'll do one thing. Let's just try one more thing. I will copy this code and try to run this code from here. Okay, and paste these two lines and here self service and changing the name of the class. Okay, now just try to rerun this service. Okay, maybe it's successful. Okay, now service gets started. Let's just jump into this console and type http colon double slash localhost colon 9091 slash message. Okay, now service gets on console. We can see that it is printing info. This info one gets printed. Okay, now if let me go to the file again, press this and open it. Now try to see that if this, now you can see that info one is get printed. Why info one is get printed? Because we have set the mode as level as debug. So whatever level we will define, it will be printing below that level. So the printing will be start from the below that level. So that's why it is printing only info type message. So that's it for this video. This way we can define the logs. If you want to define more things, you can define it. There are the properties. We can define the character sets of the file. We can define the pattern, rolling policy, rolling policy means after how many file size this file should be rolled, and what would be the naming pattern for the rolling pattern, like demo app logs 1 2 3 4, something like that. Max size also we can define. So this way the things we can define. Apart from that, we can define the total size. We can define the pattern, which pattern we want to use. We can define the date format also, in which date format the log should be printed. Like I will show in file. Now currently the dates are showing in this format, right? If you want that date should show only till this, right? Only this part, not 65637 something. So the millisecond should not show, only till the second should show. So that part also we can define in this application dot properties file. So this will provide a flexibility that all the logs related things we can define here. So that's it for this video. This is the way we can define the logging and do the logging in our Springboot microservice applications, and it is very useful. We should define the logs, and also it would become easier whenever any of the error will come in our application, to trace it and to fix it also. That's it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that any new video will come, you will get the notifications. Thank you for watching this.